everyone, it's Sarah with Movement in a Box. Hope everyone's doing well today. I'm really excited to share with you the 3 movements I have in mind today because they just are really good feel-good movements. It's going to loosen up many different parts of your bodies. So let's start out with doing a quick self-assessment. And we're going to do a toe touch. So bring your feet together and then nice and slowly try to reach for your toes with your legs as straight as you can keep them. And make sure you're not forcing it. Slowly come up and then go back into that toe touch. Just see how far you can get without any straining or pain. And back up and just pay attention to how this feels. Last one, reach for your toes. And up. All right. All you're going to need today is a ball of any kind, preferably one that won't break if you stand on it. If you have a tennis ball, it's a little less painful. So if you're new to this or have sensitive feet, I recommend starting with a softer ball than what I have. You're going to roll the ball right under the arches of your feet and really focus on places of your foot that feel less comfortable, feel tight. And if you're someone who wants more of a feeling, if you use a golf ball or something smaller, it really gets in between those toe joints. All right, and do this for about 20 seconds each side. We're going to switch. What we're going to work on today is loosening up what's called our fascial lines. And I like starting with our feet because there's a fascial line that starts at your feet. It goes all the way up your calves, up your hamstrings, under your glute, all the way up your back. And I'm going to roll a part of that line out before we do our stretch today. And we're going to stretch both our back superficial line of fascia and we're also going to stretch our whole front out. So you should feel awesome after these. All right. So feel free to use a mat or a towel if you're on a hard floor like I am. I'm going to have you get onto all fours. And this is the first progression of this movement. I'm going to show you 2 different versions of it. So the first one, all you're going to do is you're going to lift your knees off the ground and get into a downward dog position. Get nice and long. Relax your head. And then bring your knees back down to the mat. You can adjust your hands to find a more comfortable position. You definitely don't want to feel like you're straining at all. And do me a favor if you haven't done this. I've shown this in some other videos, but rather than letting your toes relax, really dig them into your mat. And again, bring your knees up into downward dog. Nice long spine. Relax your head. Try to drive your heels towards the mat. And then knees back down. So that would be the first progression. We're going to do that 5 times, so 3 more reps. If you want to go to the next progression, which is a little bit more challenging, you're going to start in a plank position, nice flat back, and then you're going to bring your hips up into downward dog. Same exact thing we just worked on. And then hips back down to plank again. Hips come up into downward dog. Adjust your hands if you feel like they're sliding away from you at all. Get nice and long through the backs of your legs. Good. Hips back down. We'll do 2 more in whatever phase feels right for you. Get nice and long through your heels. Hips back down and hips up. Relax your head. You can even turn it side to side, shaking your head no or yes. And then slowly relax, knees back down to the mat. Whew, all right, that's already definitely increased my blood flow a little bit. I feel a little bit warmer and a little bit more energized from just doing that. So the next one we're gonna do, we just stretched our back line of fascia, now we're gonna stretch out your front. So go ahead and sit on the mat. Point your fingers away from you. I have an assistant coach right here to help us out. And then you're just going to lift your hips as high as you can, look at the ceiling, and bring your hips back down and relax. I'm going to have you do 5 reps. If it feels like that's too much, go ahead and do less reps, do 3. So again, hips come up, and back down. assistant coach. And back down. Good. If you need to take breaks in between, like your wrists are getting tired, you can. Hips up. Really open up that chest. And back down. And last one. Hips up, make sure you're breathing. And back down. All right. Let's stand up and reassess our toe touches. I'm gonna shake your hands out. Bring those feet together and go ahead and reach for your toes. And see if you feel a little bit of a difference in your legs and your body and your mood. All right, everyone. Wishing you a great day. Stay safe and be sure to subscribe if you're liking these videos. Take care, everyone. Bye.